I got a couple, honestly. I'm an Afrobeat guy. So like
Okay.
I like to listen to like Burna Boy.
Yep.
Um, who else? Who else I
I
like
used to call myself a ugly you, but I'm a
listen
sexy. You
Yeah, bro.
understand?
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Straight Like That, the podcast hosted by me, Instagram's favorite half brown boy, Camille. Today we got a young superstar in the making, man. Shout out East Hartford, holding it down in Charlotte, top goal scorer in Charlotte right now. We got Patrick Agyemang. What's going on, Pat? How you doing?
What's going on, man? Thank you for having me.
But first, let's shout out the sponsors. Tasty Mates, a gourmet gummy sweet based in London, England. Organically made gummies that come in a few different flavors. They just recently put out a new passion fruit flavor. So be sure to check them out, link in bio for that. And Club DS. Club DS is a streetwear brand based out of Los Angeles. The word DS means the number 10 in Spanish. And the number 10 in soccer is always the player that brings the most joy, creativity, and takes risks. Inspired by their Mexican roots and the number 10 in the beautiful game, Club DS created the mantra of Siempre con Alegría, which translates to always with joy. The message of the brand stems deep in the Los Angeles community, and the aim is to spread this message to other communities around the world. The mission is to remind people that no matter what you're going through, do it with joy. Life is full of ups and downs, but you will always be able to overcome any obstacle. A little bit of positivity, faith, and joy will go a long way. Siempre con alegría. So let's get straight to it then, man. So why football? How'd you get into it?
Yeah, man. Grew up in a football household. Dad played. Mom was she enjoyed watching it as well, and then my brothers were involved as well. So we all grew up around it, and I just think ever since I first touched the ball, I loved it. So never really changed on my part. It's just always been the same football in my life.
Yeah. So was it over in Hartford where you started playing for the first time?
Yeah, East Hartford. So I played they call it like Parks and Rec. And my
Yeah.
dad was my coach, my first coach. And like I used to play with him, and then it would just be for fun. Like we'd just be enjoying it for fun, like just getting
Right.
me involved. And at first, obviously, like I wasn't really like I didn't know what I was doing, but he told me like that was my happiness. Like I just always wanted to be on the field. So my brothers and I we would play together, and it was just every Saturday, just going out there just to have a kickabout. So yeah, it started from there, and then just kept carrying on.
Yeah. So you and your brothers, did your brothers play in a club or anything? Were these older or younger brothers?
Yeah, so both my brothers are older.
Okay.
They I played with both in high school, and then I played with one in college.
Oh, okay. And did
Mhm.
you, when you were growing up, were they kind of bringing you along, kind of like, because you're the younger brother and you got to be taken everywhere?
uh at times, yeah, but
Yeah.
they would they would put me in check. Like they would be the ones to like we would play together, and they would knock me on the ground. They were like I would cry sometimes when I play with them, but they're like they knew like that I was gonna like I could be a good player. So they were the first ones to make sure like I was staying on track.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
talk about, I guess, while you're in what, middle school, high school, kind of about what the club scene was like over there. What was, school ball? Were you able to play both?
Yeah, so I started with travel. So it was just like East Hartford travel, the soccer
Mm,
team traveled around the state, and we just played the games and the state cups and all these things. And then as time went, I ended up playing for a team called Hartford Premier, and that was like a premier team. So now we would travel a bit to play teams like around the region, and then sometimes we go to like those big tournaments. So from that point, that was around like I want to say middle school about, and then into high school. And I would go about that just to have fun. It was cool to be able to travel around and play other teams and stuff like that. And then I was also playing middle school. I was playing high school, and I started when I got into high school is when things started to like really I started to click in my mind like, all right, this is like where it's starting to get a bit serious.
yeah.
Like um freshman year I played like freshman in JV, sophomore year, I was like sitting varsity, playing a little JV, Um, but I was still also playing the club team and I was still enjoying it, but I just wasn't sure where I was going with it. It was just kind of
Yeah.
just having fun with it. And then I was able to play with my brothers in high school, which was nice. So that kind of made it easier. And then senior year came and I just had a decent year senior year and I was able to go to college from there.
Yeah. Did you have anyone kind of guiding you throughout, the recruiting process while in high school?
Nah, yeah, no, I didn't.
Nah.
I didn't. That was a big thing for me. I had no idea like what the recruiting process was. I didn't know
Mm,
like you could like reach out to schools or reach out to
yeah.
whoever just to get your name out a bit. I was more like thinking if you're good enough, they will come. They will
Mm,
like come to you and stuff like that. And that's how I thought it was. But as obviously as I grew, I realized you could put a little resume, highlight tape, all these things and send it out. I didn't
right.
know it was like that. So yeah, so it was just me. Like even with my brothers and I, we had no clue. We just went about it hoping that someone would see it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So how did you end up at the first school that you were at before Rhode Island?
Yeah, so my senior year, I went into it, I realized like I had no college connections, no one really
Mm,
like reaching out to me, no one wanting me.
hmm.
So I said like, all right, this senior year I have to have like a good year, which I ended up doing. So I forget how many. I think I had like 17 goals, like 10 assists, something like that. Like it was
Light.
it was a good
Ooh.
year. It was a good year. And then but I still didn't really have any like real teams interested
Hmm.
until my senior night. And then my senior night came and then the team I went to or the school I went to, Eastern Connecticut, they went to my senior night game and I had a great game. I was just having fun. I didn't even know there was anybody there.
Yeah.
Until, like I went to go talk to my dad because usually but after games like or halftime or so, with whenever I see like my mom and dad, like I go say a little talk to them. They give me like what they think, what they see, and then I go back into the field.
Hmm.
And then I went to them halftime, and then I seen the coach like behind them, and I'm like, "Oh, what was that?" You
Yeah.
know. So I wasn't really tripping about it too much. And then after the game, yeah, they just reached out to me and they were like, "Yeah, we want you. We like you. We like how you play. We want you to join our team." And I was like, "Shoot, I guess I'm there.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's team wants me. I want to be there as well." So I did research, of course, on them, and then ultimately made the decision.
And that was close to home too, huh?
30 minutes.
Yeah. So did
Yeah.
that also kind of play a factor in you going over there? You wanted to be close to family, or was it just because they were the first ones to want you?
Yeah, I think it was a big factor. If I'm honest, all the schools I applied for was all in Connecticut mostly. So it was
Hmm.
like I had no real desire to leave Connecticut
Okay.
from initially. I was just like I'd rather stay around, be able to stay home, be close to the people I know, what
Yeah.
I'm used to. I think at that time I wasn't really ready for that big jump to go somewhere. Like it just wasn't really in my mind. Maybe it would have benefited me, but I didn't think at the time it was something I wanted to do. So I was just happy. Like I saw the school, I saw they have a soccer program, and I was
Yeah.
just like, go. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. So what was the kind of first few days, I guess, at the school? You close to home, you're in the training sessions. What did you notice kind of like a little like, oh, this is, the next level, like I'm kind of struggling to keep up, or were you in there just flaming all right away?
Um, Preseason, yeah, preseason it was a little difficult.
Hmm.
From the jump, I just wasn't used to that much structure. There was a lot
Okay.
of structure when it comes to like
Yeah, what do you mean
the
by that?
yeah, it was like the studying of the game. Like we used to carry around like a binder and stuff, and you have to like take notes on the team, take notes on your play, take notes all these things, and
Oh,
it was
wow.
good. Ultimately, it was good for me in the long run. But in the beginning, I was like, yeah, I never did this before. Like this is
Yeah.
something. And then like the video, you go into video, you have to like know what you're gonna say, like know what's going on. Like it was
Yeah.
a lot of structure. I was not used to it. And then when it comes to, when it comes to like the like starting of classes as well, like it just was a lot.
Yeah.
When it comes to playing, the speed was different. I wasn't used to it. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to like lock in a bit because
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
speed, the fitness, all these things, it was completely different and new to me.
Right.
So like I had to realize I had to do extras, I have to do all these things just to keep on task, especially during preseason. But I think as time went and then as I started to really start to gel, then I started to realize like, yeah, I can do this. I can do
Yeah. Yeah,
it.
yeah. So how was your first season over there?
Yeah, ultimately the first season was good. I had I think I had 9 goals and like 3 assists, I believe.
Hmm.
I got rookie of the year in our conference. Yeah, so it was nice. It
Good
was nice.
first year.
It was a good first year. When it comes to like the student athlete part, it was not the best. It was like
Okay.
hard for me. It was more hard for me just because I had no clue like you know when you say when you have people telling you like this is how it's gonna be, like this is
Yeah.
how it's gonna be. Like my brother would tell me because he went to Springfield college and like he played there as well. He told me like it's not easy, my bro. But you
Yeah.
know he's struggling as well. Like he's like learning himself as well. So it's like we're both trying to learn a little bit.
Yeah.
When I got there, it was like yeah, nah. Like I have to lock in. Like you're an athlete, like you know.
Yeah.
But I like as time went, my grades are really good, and then like the footy part was good as well. But yeah, freshman year was great, and then I told myself sophomore year I'm gonna turn up more, even more. So
Yeah. Did you ever think about leaving after your first year? Like, did you think that you could maybe go do this at another step, like the next step?
yeah, it was in my mind. I was like,
Okay.
I was thinking, I'm saying, you know, who knows? If
Yeah.
I felt like I was good enough to play, I'm like maybe I'll be good enough to play D1,
Right.
and it was in my mind, but I wasn't really I wasn't really stressing too much.
Got you.
There was a couple private schools that I knew players were on and stuff. Not the biggest D ones, but like I know people that play there and they said like I would be able to play if I was to go. So
Hmm.
like that's where in my mind I was like, okay, potentially like I would be able to play there. But I wasn't really saying after my freshman year, yeah, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna up and leave. Nah, it was like I'm having
Nah.
fun. Why not? Why
Yeah.
not just keep going, you know?
Yeah. 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 So you
Mhm.
said that you wanted to take it up a level in terms of play your sophomore year. So how
Yeah.
did you, I guess, go about it? Like, were you putting in extra shifts in training, or was it a mentality thing?
Yeah, I think it was both. So
Okay.
mentally, freshman year mentally, I was like, I had a bit of a I won't say ego, but like the way I thought it was, oh, if it's not working for me, like then I don't really care. Like, you know, it's
Yeah.
like I'm not
Yeah.
really I was self-sabotaging a bit because I was like, if this doesn't work, then I don't really care. But then sophomore year was mentally, I was like, if I want to go here, if I want to do this, if I want to be a pro ultimately, I'm gonna have to put the extra effort. I'm gonna have to have the mental capacity to realize that it's not gonna be easy, but it's gonna be worthwhile. So yeah, I put the extra shifts, man. All summer I was training with my brother and we had like a little group of guys that we just go out and train and like wouldn't just be footy. It would be like fitness training, like following packets, like all these things. And we were
Oh,
so locked
wow.
in. That's when I realized my brother was coming with me to Eastern.
Mhm.
Um, so we were just like locked in, and then we got into that season and it was just we was flying. We was
Yeah, right
flying.
away, huh?
Yeah, right
And you
away.
said you played with your brother that season too.
Yeah, played with him that season.
What was
Yeah.
that like?
It was great, honestly. I mean, it's cool because I know him so well and he knows me so well. So like we know each other's game so well and we know each other's personality so well. So it kind of it helped the team because we were like I won't say big characters, but on the field we were like very important for the team.
Hmm.
And because our relationship was so good, it seemed like it just translates to everything else. And yeah, man, like he was playing center back at the time. I was playing left wing at the time.
Hmm.
We were just yeah, we was lighting up the league. If I'm honest, like it was,
I see your eyes get hella big, bro. You just
yeah,
looking back on how you were
it
killing it.
was it was fire, man. Like it was just it was kind of like it felt like a movie at times. Just being able to play
Yeah,
with my brother, have family always come to the game. Like everyone was close by. Yeah,
yeah,
it was good times, man. Yeah, it was.
yeah.
I definitely reminisce on those times.
So that was your sophomore year. Was your brother there for the next year as well, or was he a little bit older?
Yeah, so he was 1 year older. Sophomore year after the season ended, it was 2019, 2020. He got all region. I was able to get all American. and then um
Why you gotta say that real nonchalant? Yeah, I was all a man.
nah, it just I don't know. Sometimes I be thinking about like, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but then COVID hit, and then COVID
Okay.
hit was when that was when everything just like kind of shut down, and
Yeah.
that's where it was tricky. But we were like, we're just gonna keep going, like keep playing, keep training and stuff like that. But obviously,
Yeah.
once COVID hit, like everyone had to go inside and all these
Mhm.
things. So that's when it was a little bit difficult. But that was ultimately like the transition from me going D3 to D1.
Okay. So go ahead and talk about that. How did you like? What did you do in order to make that happen? What was the next steps for you to go D1?
Yeah. So um as summertime came 2020, we started getting like a group of guys and we would just train. A lot of guys from Connecticut, we all just started to train.
Yeah.
And there was a group of us. We had D3s, D2s, D1s. I think we even had like a couple professionals come in there here and there.
Yeah.
So it was a big group of us, and we would just every day train, train. Like it was something we just did.
Yeah.
And as time was going, we got really close, like the group of guys, and
Hmm.
some of them are like my best friends now. And in particular, there's one that went to the University of Rhode Island, and like he was telling me about the club, the team, and just he was sharing us about his like time there and stuff. And we're like, oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
And we all started going back to schools at the end of the summer. And like I'm training, I'm doing with Eastern, me and my brother, just
Yeah.
training, playing all these things. And then I get like a call from him. He's like, "Yo, bro, can't lie to you. I told my coaches about you." And I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I think they're interested in you." And I was like, "Bro, don't lie to me. Like, come on, like,
Yeah.
it's fine."
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
"Fine, fine." And he was like, "No, no, I'm serious." So then he just told me like if you want, because you're D3, like you could just go in a transfer portal and then
Hmm.
if there's see what D1 teams or whatever teams will be interested. So I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
So then that was the hard part because that's when I had to tell my coach, and then my coach was like, he didn't want me to leave. Like he really liked me and stuff like that. He didn't want me to leave, so it was like the difficult conversations. That's when I
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
started having a difficult conversation. I had to talk to like the head of the athletic board about it, and then I was in the portal and I saw Rhode Island, and then had the conversation with the coaches, and they were just like, "Yeah, like we want you." And I was like, "Just like that?"
I
Like,
was just about to say that just sounds
yeah,
real quick.
yeah. It was very quick. It was very quick, but it was because they wanted me to join in the spring, like that spring. So I was in Eastern the fall 2020,
Okay.
and I joined Rhode Island spring
Oh, did
20.
you play that fall with Eastern?
But the season was there was no season because
Oh,
COVID. So
because of COVID. Okay. Oh, so y'all didn't play at all that year.
we were just training within the team.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so um, then spring 2020 came, and I was at Rhode Island.
Okay. 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 And were because I know this was like a summer or a spring league. Is that a thing up there? Like y'all play a
Yeah,
couple of games?
yeah.
Okay. So
So
you were
that
playing in
was
that?
so that was
Got you.
that was actually when they did they wanted to bring it back. They wanted to bring back they said because we didn't have the season in the fall,
Yeah.
we're gonna have the season in the spring. So like we had like
Okay.
so we had like an official season in the spring.
Oh, you had a real season in the spring.
Yeah, like an NCAA season. Yeah, it was the
Oh.
first. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, that makes sense. So you were y'all playing just conference games?
Yeah, so we were playing teams in our conference, and then you would play the actual conference, like the tournament, and then if you
Yeah.
win the tournament, then you go to like the NCAA tournament.
Oh wow, okay. So they just moved everything to the spring and just
Yeah.
okay.
It
Now
was
did that
it was a shortened season, but yeah.
did it count towards your eligibility though?
Uh, I think it was the COVID year. I think
Okay,
it
so
was
that didn't count. So y'all were just
yeah,
playing.
yeah.
Okay, all right. So that kind of worked out then for you, huh?
No, it was good. It was good.
Yeah. So how was that season then? You got over there what in Jan of 2021 and right
Yeah,
away you playing.
yeah. Nah, it was hard.
Yeah.
Uh, Very hard, man. And I was mentally, it was difficult. I think it was because one, um, COVID was, it's like COVID was high, and it
Yeah,
was you really couldn't do anything. I'm at a
right.
new school, um, and I had like no idea what was going on. Like everyone
Hmm.
was kind of confused, like no one knew what was going on. I'm here. My family's like what? There was like an hour 30 away at that point. But the thing
Hmm.
is, at this point, it was like you can't. They don't want you really visiting too much with
Hmm.
family because they don't want no one to get sick.
Yeah, 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 and start spreading it and stuff. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. So that was hard because I felt like all I was doing was I was staying in my room. I have classes online, and
Yeah.
then you eat in your room. Like the only time I leave my room is to go train and back. It just felt like I was in jail. It was like I was in jail or something.
Yeah.
You know? And I was like, I didn't have like all my people there. Like, but I always say I'm always happy about like the guy that ultimately brought me to Rhode Island because he took like he helped me a lot. He realized
Okay.
like it worked for me. He
Yeah.
helped me. When it comes to the season wasn't that well either. Like we didn't really do well. I think we played maybe 6 or 7 games.
Hmm.
And our season was done at that point. I think I had like 2 goals, 1 assist maybe.
Hey, but the season ain't even count, man. You're just getting your feet wet type shit.
Nah, I mean it still counted ultimately because there was
Yeah,
still like
yeah,
a ranks from it. So it was like it's
yeah.
still counted, but it was hard. Like it was really hard
Okay.
for me.
Okay. And then you knew that you had to kind of turn it up a bit, huh? Going into the fall.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was like now I understand what's going on. Now it's just I
Right.
just do well in the fall.
So what was it? You back in Connecticut and you training again with the same guys?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
actually that was the initial plan, but then I found out what like USL2 was.
Okay.
And so then I ended up playing USL2.
Okay.
So
And where at?
Western Mass Pioneers.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was fun. Like that I had a great time. It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
yeah, it was relatively close. Families here.
Hmm.
Everybody was like loved coming and watch us play. It was just like in our close group. They just all supported us. It was
Hmm.
me and my one of my guys named Jordan and Derek, and like we would always go play. And Jordan, who was like playing at another school, ended up coming to Rhode Island because of the fact that we were playing together. So that's cool.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it was a good experience. I never played in like what is it like semi pro.
I would think they call it semi-pro, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I never played in that semi pro environment, but to be able to do so was nice, and it was a big learning experience. We like did really well. I think
Hmm.
we went to the semifinal, national semifinals, something like that.
Oh,
Ended up
wow.
losing. Yeah, we did well. We ended up losing, but like for me, it was such a good like learning experience and just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
realizing like what I really wanted to do.
Yeah. And did that experience kind of help you in terms of your game going into what is it, your senior year or your junior year, I guess, in Rhode
Yeah, it
Island?
was like my junior.
Your
It was
junior
my
year? Okay. Did that help
yeah,
you out, getting ready for that season?
yeah. Because this was what was it? What they call it? They called it I forget what they call it. Like when because of COVID year, they call it like a specific name. Because you always had a fifth year because of COVID, if that
Oh,
makes sense.
okay. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it helped me a lot though.
Hmm.
When I got into preseason, I was fit. Like
Hmm.
mentally, I was like buzzing. I was ready to go.
Yeah.
I think it started ultimately it started right away in terms of like my confidence and everything,
Hmm.
and then I just felt like I was in flow, like playing in flow.
Yeah. And how was that season?
It was good. It was actually like really good for me.
Yeah, yeah, I'm about to say, you start saying that confidence was up. Yeah, that
Yeah,
boy must have been
yeah,
firing.
it was really good for me because like that's my first Division 1 like official season.
You're right.
Um, I had 10 goals and 6 assists for my yeah, and I was
Come on,
buzzing, man.
man. Come on, man.
I
You're
know.
not new to this, man. You true to this. Come on.
Yeah, it was cool, bro. Like honestly, I was just like, yeah, this is what I want to do. But that's
Okay.
I think in that once I got to Rhode Island, that season happened. That's when I was like, yeah, like I want to be a pro, like for sure.
Yeah,
Like
that was
that's
after that season that kind of like
yeah. It was like
clicked in.
it kind of clicked where I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. Like
Okay.
no matter what, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So did you have like the thought of maybe making it happen right away?
yeah. Like I was hoping maybe I
Hmm.
would get like an invite that year or something
Hmm.
to the combine and stuff. And I just wanted a chance. I was like, maybe if the chance comes, then it'll come. But it didn't happen that year. So then I just kept
Yep.
training, and then um, I realized like I needed to make a bit connections in that sense to get my
Yeah.
name out there.
Yeah.
So the summer of 2022, um, I had like talked to a couple of agents, just trying to get like some feedback on like my
Right,
game,
right.
just to see, just to see like where they see me at and where I stand. And there was a couple that liked me, and they were like, "Yeah, I think you should do a couple of just training sessions like for a week with some teams." And I
Okay.
was like, "Definitely." I was like, "100%, I'll do that." And I went to I went to Columbus second team, and then I went to Nashville as well. And the thing is, from that, I didn't know I had to pay out of pocket. Like I thought they would help me out. Yeah, I was like, nah. I was like, nah. So I had to. I was working. I was working, of course.
Uh-huh.
Um, I saved up a bit, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'd rather do it now. Like, let me just take that risk.
So what were you having to pay for though when you went out there? And what was it like? Like, so you were just training with the team and that's about it?
Yeah. So
Okay.
you have to bring yourself there and back. Like, you got to get your flight
Okay.
ticket.
Okay.
You got to get your hotel, and then that's it. So it's like ultimately just bringing yourself there, staying there, and coming back.
Okay.
Um, yeah, it was fire. I mean, initially I was nervous, bro. Like
Obviously,
I
yeah.
was like, this is crazy, you know. And I'll stay there for a week,
Hmm.
just training. All we're doing is training. I'm
Okay.
just involved with them. We have like some scrimmages as well, and just playing, and it was fun. Like for me, it was eye opening because I realized the level, and I was like, I'm not at this level. Like I need to like get better at this, get better at that
Hmm.
before I can like be there. But
Right.
um, but I think when I got there and I was playing well, I started to feel myself like play well and stuff. I was like, yeah, I can do this definitely. Like I feel confident. I feel like comfortable to be here and
Right.
stuff. So that was nice to see. And then same thing with Nashville. I did the same thing, and I think that pretty much helped me out and set me up for like the following year.
Okay. All right. So you had this experience, a lot of you having conversation with agents about all this stuff. You're going into your last season, and at this point, where you like, yeah, I'm going pro. Like I'm gonna make this happen. So
In my mind,
how
I was
was
like,
it?
I have
Yeah,
to.
yeah, I'm about to say you made it sound like it's what you want to do.
Yeah.
You're proving it on the field too. So I guess you must be the most locked in you've ever been going into your senior season.
Yeah, like when I was so locked in. And the thing is, because after those training sessions, like I told my brothers, I even told my brothers, I was like, guys, I think we need to like actually go on vacation because I'm not sure when we're gonna be able to go on vacation again. Like it was like I was just my mind was so clear the fact that after this
Yeah,
year I'm gonna whether it's MLS or I'm just doing trials, I'm gonna fight for a
you playing
contract.
somewhere? Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that was
yeah,
my mind was so clear, and that was after I trained with the two teams. I was like, "This is what I want to do," and that's
yeah.
that. Yeah, so like we ended up going on a couple vacations just cause and stuff like that. It was
Yeah.
nice. So senior year comes or the final year comes, and I probably felt like my best. Um, but then
Damn, that's dangerous to hear.
yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing. But it wasn't. It didn't happen the way we were hoping, man. So right before preseason, I was doing like a training session with my brothers and
Hmm.
stuff like that. And it was just like fitness and all these things and doing these little like quick drills, possessions and all these things. And then I sprained my ankle so quick. Like I just sprained my
Damn,
ankle. Yeah, I sprained my ankle. And I was like, this is not real. Like, and it was a bad sprain. So then I
damn.
went into preseason,
Hmm.
and like my ankle was like I showed the trainers. I was like, yeah, my ankle is I don't know. So I like
Bad, yeah.
started a bit, did rehab and all these things. And the first game's coming, and I'm feeling like back to myself.
Hmm.
So I'm like, all right, this is where we start again. So we play Penn State. I'm coming off the bench, and I start buzzing again. I'm feeling great. I'm creating so many chances and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, like this is it. This is gonna be the year. And then like I ended up like pulling my hamstring. Like it was like a grade one, I think, but it was still like a pulled hamstring.
Something. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And honestly, yeah, my mind was gone. My
Yeah,
mind
because you
was
just
gone.
fought back from the ankle. Now you got the
Yeah,
hammy.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was difficult because now it's like I was really missing games and I'm watching my team play and all these things. And
Hmm.
yeah, I was just like, dang, Pat, like that's it. Like, what are you gonna do now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So I like recovered well. I was just like because college season is so quick.
It
So
is quick. It's just a couple months and you're done, huh?
you're done. So in my mind,
Yeah.
I was like, all right, if we could recover enough to still play in games,
Hmm.
then we'll do that. So I like was able to run a bit, and I was like, yeah, let's play. I was like, let me just try to play. So
Yeah.
I started playing with it. Like I played with it, and it was difficult because I couldn't shoot with my left foot. I couldn't really do much with my left foot. I was kind of just like just on the field. I was like,
Damn. Yeah, you're
yeah, I
just
was
not
just like,
feeling like yourself, huh?
no, 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 no. I wasn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't. But as time went, I started to feel closer to myself. But I still couldn't really do the things I know I could do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But it
yeah.
was fine. I was like, let me just play. Um, and then the season ended, and I was still able to score a good amount of goals. I think I had seven. I had 7 goals in like.
7 on a bad hammy, man, bro. This is crazy.
Yeah, no, it was jokes, man. Like
That's
I don't
crazy.
even know how I was able to do it, but
Hey, you ever score against George Washington? That
nah. So that was my senior night. I remember George Washington. That was my senior.
that's
Wait,
where I
no.
went to undergrad, so that's why I
Oh, you
gotta
did?
ask. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know if we played George Washington. If I'm honest, it might have just been George Mason because it was two of you, George Mason and
Yeah,
George
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Washington.
Mason's
I
in
think,
Virginia and we were in
yeah.
DC.
I don't
Hmm.
think we played George Washington. If I'm honest, I could check
Okay.
back. I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, I had
Yes.
to ask. I had to know if you busted that against us. I would have been like, damn.
Nah, I don't think I did, man. I don't think I did.
All right, so your senior season ended, and I guess what was the next step for you?
Yeah, so after senior year, this is when I was really talking to agents and trying to figure out where I was and where I stood
Hmm.
in terms of like trying to find a contract.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to agents and they were like, yeah, I think you have a chance of going to the combine. And the
Okay.
combine was like a 44 invite only kind of thing. So I was just hoping I got the name because I told myself if I was able to get invited, that's like my real chance, to really
Right,
show
right.
really show myself. So I'm training at school with my coaches and stuff, and we're just having like individual training sessions with me and my boy Jordan. We're just balling every day, just
Hmm.
trying to get
At Rhode
better.
Island.
Yeah, trying to get
Gotcha.
better, trying to just sharpen up our tools and stuff like that. So then I think a couple of weeks go by and then I get like the invitation. I was like, wow, like it's happening.
Yeah, yeah,
So then I'm like, get ready, make sure I kind of be smart about myself, and then I just end up going to the combine.
yeah. And how was the combine? Like, what I guess is an MLS combine?
Yeah, so MLS combine pretty much is um a bunch of college guys. It's literally the college showcase. And it's like a bunch of college guys, the top in the country, I want to say, that have a lot of interest from professional teams.
Yeah.
There's the showcase, the college cup as well. So it's like
Okay.
there's a combine, that's the showcase, and then if you're in the college cup, you're also being like recruited as well. If that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So yeah, we go there. I'm like I'm like really nervous about it
Hmm.
because obviously this is like a big deal, and like we do like the physical testing and stuff, like the sprinting, the jumping, the side to side movements, and that was like the beginning part, and then we start to get to play, which was just like passing patterns, possession, and small sided and stuff, and like you have like all these guys just watching you train and stuff. It was crazy.
Hmm.
So then after we would get into like the actual games, and I think the teams were split 22-22. So like each team plays a half, like 11 plays a half, 11 plays a half.
Yeah.
Um, you have two teams. So like we would play games. I think we played 2 games in general. I think overall 2 games.
Hmm.
And yeah, it was a great experience. It's so fun. Like you meet a lot of cool guys. You interact with a lot of people, and you just meet a lot of teams. And it was like
Hmm.
really eye opening a bit because you realize like this is the lifestyle you want, but it's really cutthroat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And what do you mean? What do you mean by meeting teams? Are you meeting like the players? Are you meeting coaches? Are you talking about like your game, or what's the conversations like with them?
Yeah, so you're like ultimately it's like an interview style. Like you're meeting teams. You're
Hmm.
meeting teams that are there and that are interested in you. They want to like talk to you. They want to get to know you as a person. So
Okay, okay,
they will call you in a bit and you just talk. You just talk
okay,
about who you are, and then they ask like what they see and all these things, and then you just get feedback from them. You ask them questions, see what they think, and then you just move from there. Trying to like
okay,
get a gauge of what they want, what they expect from players from the draft, and all these things. So yeah, it's like you really get to express who you are to these people.
okay. And how many teams did you talk to during this combine?
Uh, it was a good amount. It was a good amount.
Yeah, man like Pat, a hot commodity, dog.
uh, I feel like they were just intrigued, bro, because like
Yeah.
especially from where I was at, like it wasn't like a big school, so maybe that was a good reason why they just
Yeah,
want
yeah,
to.
yeah. Now you do have a unique, story in terms of how you got to college and going through college and how you ended up in Rhode Island and everything. So
Yeah,
yeah, I guess you're right. They just wanted to know, more about you and everything. So then
yeah.
what's the follow-up to this? So you meet the teams, you're playing. Is the draft like immediately afterwards?
Yeah, so the draft was like, I think that combine was like December like 12th, I want to say, and the
Okay.
draft is the 21st. So you have
Okay,
a
real
couple of weeks.
quick.
Yeah, you have a couple of weeks. So how it worked was, um, you would just kind of relax a bit, and
Hmm.
then you would kind of wait to see what they were saying. They would send emails, update emails of whether or not like you're in a high contention to be in the first round, or if you're like second round, third round.
Okay.
But ultimately, you never know when you're gonna get picked until the day,
Right.
until you
Right,
get.
right, right, right.
So they would just tell you like, okay, if you like, you will know if you have a good chance of being first round if we send you this, send you that, send you this.
Is this the league sending this or is it like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
team sending? League? Okay, okay.
yeah. So, um, I'm just waiting around and stuff, checking I'm like constantly updating my email.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like they told me they were like, yeah, pretty much like I have a good chance to be in first round. So they sent me like this equipment, like the cameras and stuff. Yeah, it's crazy. And then like I was like, yo, this is real life, like
Oh, to like have it set up for when your
yeah,
name get, oh, so it's kind of like similar to the NFL draft where they got, the little camera set up, the family on the couch.
yeah, bro. I was in
That's
the couch and
crazy.
everything, bro. I was in the couch and everything. Yeah, it was unreal. Like I like I recorded some moments like the day of, and I'm just
Yeah.
like this really happened, Like I
Yeah.
still on the day itself, but yeah, leading up to it, I had everything set up. I had like the place I was gonna do that. It was at my so like my dad was my first coach.
Yeah.
Like besides my dad, my original like my first coach, I did it at his house because he helped me a lot. He helped me to get through here. Like
Yeah,
in
that's
the
a nice gesture right there.
so
Yeah.
I asked him, I was like, would you want to like host it pretty much? Because
Yeah.
much for me. So like we set up the place and yeah, man, the day of I remember I woke up, I don't even remember I couldn't even sleep, honestly. Yeah,
The boy just stood up all night.
I'm telling you, like I went to sleep. I went to sleep and I kept waking up looking at my phone with times with
Nah,
time.
yeah, you just excited, man.
So excited.
Yeah.
So the day happens and then the time goes. They're telling us like, all right, make sure you sit down, your mic's working, everything's working. I'm like sitting down, and then I start getting nervous, like sweating. I'm biting my fingernails, man. Like it was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So then as time was going, like first round's going, I'm just like, just call my name. Just please anybody call my name, please.
So was like the team gonna call you before they announce your name, or are you first time hearing it on TV like everybody
I'm,
else?
I'm first time hearing it on TV, but you know what's crazy? I think
Crazy.
my agent was there as well. Like
Hmm.
he's in the room as well. He was on the phone constantly, like just on the phone. So I feel like he kind of knew before me, but
Uh-huh.
he wanted me to find out through like
Yeah, 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 yeah. The
yeah.
TV. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was panicking, man. I was like, I was like, yo, just call my name, please.
Yeah, so talk to us about that. The draft started, first
Yeah,
round started going. Did
yeah.
did you kind of think that you were going early, like first, second, third pick, or did you know a range of where you were going?
No, I had no clue what the range was. I was just
Okay.
honestly, like all I said was just as long as I get picked, I'm okay. Like
Okay.
that's it. That
Okay.
was
Okay. Okay.
I wasn't worried about being first, second, third. Nah, nah, nah. I was just like,
Okay.
as long as I can get picked, I'm cool. So
Okay.
like the first 10 got picked, and I was like, and it was cool. Like, you know, when you see the first 10, you're like, you were there with the combine with them, and you're just like, dang, like this is nice to see. Some
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
guys I'm cool with, like I'm seeing them get picked, and it's just like you love to see it.
Right.
I remember like the 11th goes, and then like the 12th goes, or the 12th is coming, and I'm just like, all right, let's see who it is. And then I see like Charlotte jumps to pick a spot, and then they say like the pick's in, and I'm just like, who's Charlotte getting?
Yeah.
I'm acting, like I'm not even thinking about myself, but I'm just like, who are they gonna get now? And then like they said 12th pick, and they didn't even say like Rhode Island, they just said road, like road, bro. I was like this. Everyone screaming, like it was so surreal. Like I couldn't believe it. Said my name, I seen like the video of it, and it was just like dang, like I did it, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Yeah.
I did this. So then I got on the phone call with them, and then they were just like, "We're really happy to have you and come to preseason, da da da," and like
Mhm.
hoping for me to do well, and just like they just could, I could just tell they really wanted me to succeed, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was crazy, man. It was like it was a dream. I can't lie, it was a dream.
So you didn't even have any type of feeling that, oh, like Charlotte might get me if I'm around their range.
Yeah, so you know, it's like I had a feeling like they would be interested. Definitely, I
Hmm.
had a feeling because the conversation I had with them was like really good conversation.
Yeah.
Uh, but you just don't know with the draft, man. You just
Right.
don't
Right.
know.
Right. Right.
No, you just don't know. Like they could say it straight to your face, like we're going to pick you, and me, I would still think they're not gonna pick me. Maybe they could.
Yeah.
No. So it was like my mind was kind of all over the place when it came to that.
Right.
Yeah, man, it was sick feeling.
Nah, that's an amazing story, bro. Hey, you gotta send me some of the videos you're talking about the day
I
of, because
got you.
that
I got you.
that sounds like just like a dream, honestly. That's
Yeah,
exactly everything you think of is exactly how it is.
yeah. Nah,
Nah,
it was
that's amazing. So then I
crazy.
guess how quick was it you getting to Charlotte?
Yeah, I mean, so we had the holidays. They let us get the holidays. They let us get Christmas and then New Year's, and then like a couple days after New Year's, we have to do the. It's like you have to meet with people to help you out with your rookie year.
Okay.
So like we did that, and then the next couple of days I'm in Charlotte. Like it was like this. Pack my
Wow.
bags and I'm in Charlotte. Yeah,
And they put you up in a apartment complex down there?
yeah. So they initially they had me in the hotel. So
Okay.
like I'm because we once we got here, it was like we can't really move into a place yet because we're going straight to preseason. Like we're
Okay.
leaving, like Charlotte, we're going somewhere else.
Yeah.
And it was like so quick. Next thing you know, I'm in Florida training. Like it was like
God dang.
yeah, it was wild. It was wild, man. It was
Yeah.
wild.
So how was the first type of I mean the first training sessions down there? Like what was the type of, I guess, energy? What was, the pace of it? How did you feel being in there?
Yeah. First day I was nervous.
Right.
Definitely nervous. I was so excited, and
Mm.
then when we did the training sessions, like we initially started with like rondo, and I'm like, this ball, boom, boom, the ball's moving. Like the ball's moving, man.
Quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's moving quick. So I was like, all right, this is the level I'm at. Like this is where I have to be at. Like
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
where this is my next step because I knew I wasn't there yet. I was like, this is where I need to get
Okay.
to. So yeah, it was good. The passing patterns. I just realized like how clean everything was. It was like these boys play clean. Like
Yeah, no mistakes. No
yeah, it's like very
mistakes.
limited. And then like just the passing in general. Like you have a bobble on the pass is an issue. Like you know, I was like, yo, this is real. Oh, this is real. So yeah, it was nice to see. It was nice to like witness and like really see with my two eyes like a first team like actual like training. You know.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And how was the first couple months in your rookie season? Were you on the real team, or were you with what's it called? Crown Legacy, is that the name?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So preseason was tough. So
Hmm.
like, honesty for me, I I really wasn't enjoying football as much in
Okay.
preseason.
Okay.
Um, it was a different structure than what is now. It was mentally it was difficult for me. I wasn't used to it as much, so like. I wasn't really there. I wasn't really involved in like the games and stuff either. I was kind of like just watching
Mm.
um the sessions as well. I wasn't really involved as much, so it was difficult. It was very difficult. I wanted to play first team so bad. You just want to like get involved, but
Yeah,
yeah,
right away.
it wasn't happening. So then I went to second team. Yeah, I was with second
Okay.
team for a while, and I found myself like enjoying again. But it was crazy because like when I got to second team, like the coach, his name was Jose, and like he had a lot of faith in me. Like he would tell me like I believe in you. Just go out there and keep playing. You're playing you, being you. Like
Yeah.
everything will come. And like I give him like a big shout out all the time because he helped my transition 100%.
Yeah.
Like so much. Because even initially when I was playing second team, like I wasn't scoring like the first 5 games or so. Like I didn't score. I didn't do any assists or anything like first 5 games, and it was difficult. Like it was tough.
Yeah, because you coming off of, multiple goals, multiple
Yeah,
assists, all that. Yeah.
exactly. And you're just like you could do it, but it's just not happening.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So then he would constantly tell me like it's gonna don't worry, like you're doing well. And then I broke through. I finally got my first, and it just
Kept
opened like
going.
yeah, it just kept going. And like I'm having fun, like I'm enjoying myself like
Yeah,
properly.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was great.
Were you able to get caught up onto the bench at some point during your rookie season?
Yeah. So then I think I got caught up right after I scored my first goal for
Okay.
Crown. And
Okay.
then I was like on the bench, I'm watching games. Bro, watching these games, it was crazy because I'm like, I used to watch them like I used to just like look at highlights on
Yeah.
MLS. I just watch these games like nothing. But now I'm actually on the bench and it's like this is this is what I want to do, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You right there.
I'm the ball's right here. Like I'm with this team. I was like really deep in it. Like I was clocking in my head.
Yeah.
So then yeah, I was just like, I just can't wait to make my debut. Like I was like, I just really want to make my debut. That's all I really want to do. I want to be on
Yeah.
this, you know. So yeah, it was tough. It was
And
difficult.
and I guess talk about your first, your first game, your debut in Charlotte. Was it in Charlotte?
No, it wasn't. But so
Okay.
like my official debut was Open Cup. It was in Alabama. We played Birmingham Legion
Okay.
Open Cup, and yeah, I wasn't even supposed to be on the list if I'm honest. Like I think someone got injured that day, and I was
Yeah.
playing, and then they called me like, Pat, can you come? And I was like, yeah, of course, I'm going. Like I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
immediately.
yeah. But it was nice. It was nice that like for me, it was nice to hear like I was like one of the like the early options if something happened. Like they were like, we want Pat to come. I was
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
that made me realize like, okay, I'm doing well. Like I'm like
Right.
good at myself. So yeah, man. I remember we were warming up and then I seen him call my name and I'm just like, I got nervous, my throat getting dry. Like yo, I'm telling you, bro. Like I can't breathe. I need some water. It felt like that. But yeah, man, I got in the field. I got in the field. I was like, yeah, this is real.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And what was
Real.
what was I guess your kind of experience playing your first game in Charlotte? Because so I'm from
Um,
Charlotte, right? And I've been to a couple of games over there. And that little supporter section, I was talking to Jelani about it. They
yeah.
turn up the entire time. And when they play Pepas,
Oh,
whoo!
oh
So
my
yeah,
God.
we talk about that. Like kind of what
My
was your
first game in
energy
Charlotte?
like? Yeah, yeah, first game in Charlotte.
Yeah, bro. I will never forget it because that was my first goal as well. Um,
Oh, first game in
yeah,
Charlotte, first goal?
yeah, first goal. We played Seattle Sounders, and
Okay.
then oh, man, I remember this day. We like I remember I was on the bench. I'm just like watching the game, and mind you, I've been on the bench a couple of times in the home game, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I just never played.
Got you.
So this game, like 70th minute, about they call my name, and I'm like jogging over, and I'm like, dang, this is my first game in the stadium. I could not like every time the ball got out of play, I would just look up, like look up around the stadium, like look how many people are here.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that section is actually crazy. Like
Hmm.
they bring the energy for us in general. But yeah, I got in the field and like I had to get the first couple of touches off. I was like, all right, I got to be a little keep it simple, just get my
Yeah.
head, you know. And then it was like the last minute or so. I was creating a lot of chances. Last minute, my boy crosses the ball. I see it. I flick it on. I look back. It's in the goal. Oh my gosh. Oh my
Hey,
god.
was it an important goal too? Like
Yeah, tied. We tied the
to
game.
tie the game.
Tied the game.
And what was the celebration? I mean, I feel like at this point, dog, you don't even know what you're doing. You're just running.
I put my arms out. I'm like this, and then I like jump in the air and I'm screaming. I don't even know what I said. I have no clue. I was screaming like you could really see it. It's on you search up Seattle versus Charlotte, like it'll pop up
Hmm.
at that. I don't even know what I said. I don't know what was going through my mind. I just couldn't believe I scored. Like it was one of them.
Yeah.
That was that was a different feeling. Like it felt slow motion, if I'm honest.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
did.
yeah. It has to, bro. First goal. Come on now. And an important goal like that too.
Yeah. No, that was crazy, man. That's crazy.
And when during the season was that? Kind of like in the middle, towards the end?
Yeah, it was middle. It was around June. It was around
Okay.
June.
Okay.
Mhm.
So how was the remainder of that season? And then I guess the off season leading into your current season right now.
Yeah. Rainy season was cool. I like played here and there in games, 5, 10, 5 minutes,
Hmm.
Leagues Cup came and then like that's when I really was like I felt like an important part of the team. I
Yeah,
scored
yeah, yeah.
put 2 goals in the Leagues Cup, which was for me it was big time, bro. Like this is like, and like yeah, it was I think the craziest part of that Leagues Cup was like being on the field with Messi, Busquets, and Jordi Alba for the first time. Yeah, man. I
This ain't
couldn't
FIFA. This ain't
ah,
FIFA.
that's what I'm saying. It's not. Like
That's
I'm
crazy.
yeah, that's it's crazy because that's the first time I ever met them. And I was like I grew up as someone that supported. I love watching them play, you
Yeah,
know?
bro, it's beautiful the way they
Yeah.
play.
So like to meet them was on the field as well was crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and then as the season went, I was going up and down playing second team as well, and I was happy with that.
Hmm.
I would like play first team here and there, but I'll play second team, and yeah, I went through the whole season like that, and then my last game was the play-in game against Red Bulls.
Hmm.
Able to end the season with a goal that game. So yeah, man, it was for me it was ideal. Like honestly,
Yeah.
like I wish I played more, of course, but I was happy with what I did with the chances I got.
Yeah, it's not any chance you were given, you took it to the fullest, dog. So,
Yeah,
I mean, I guess it gave you more motivation going into the off season for the
yeah,
following season, being like, okay, like I can do this. I've proven it.
hmm
Let's do it on a more consistent basis, huh?
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So how was the off season? I guess what is the off season like
Mhm.
for a footballer in MLS?
Yeah, I mean, first like week or two is it's a wind down week, man.
A little vacation.
Yeah, the main thing I did was I just stayed. When I say I stayed home, I stayed home. I'm with my parents, like my brothers. We just home, like I'm just enjoying home cooked meals again. Like
Yeah, 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 yeah.
it was very just a mental break from everything. And then
Yeah.
after the first 2 weeks, you start to gradually get back into it. You don't really like. I don't really rush. You don't really rush yourself into it. Like you just gradually get yourself back into it. The getting back to the running part and like stretching all these things, and then like
Hmm.
the following week you start to ball work and all these things.
Right.
So then, yeah, it was good. I took a vacation as well. With my people, we went to the Caribbean for a little bit.
Oh
Came
yeah,
back.
which island?
We went to Jamaica and then we were in
Oh,
Mexico.
no.
Yeah, yeah, it was cool.
Oh, calm little holiday.
It was cool. It was cool. It was cool.
Yeah, yeah.
So then after that, it was getting closer to when I had to report back. So
Mm.
now the trainings are like intense a bit, and then yeah, man, like I just made sure I had no lingering injuries or anything, and then just came into preseason. And I was ready to go.
Yeah, yeah. So obviously this season you going crazy. Let's just call a spade, dog. Literally, when I had sent you that DM, right?
Yeah,
And we were, in the works of getting this scheduled and everything. I was like, let me start tapping in more to Charlotte, see what's going on with them. And I had just talked to Jelani. I was hoping, he'd get onto the bench. Maybe I see him.
yeah,
Um, And then I think the first game I seen you score, and I'm like, bro, who is this man? Like, who did I get on this shit, bro? And then the next couple of games, I'm seeing you like legit contribute. Miami
yeah,
goal. The game before that, I think you had the assist to. what's that dude named Brent? Brent.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm like, bro, this is a top baller. Literally the other
yeah,
day, bro, I'm over here in my couch and I'm watching was it the Columbus game? Dude
yeah,
yanked
yeah,
your back.
yeah,
I'm standing up yelling, bro, because at that point he's pulling his shit. I'm like, bro, just go down, get the damn right, bro. Just go
yeah,
down. Cut back, boom, goal. Bro,
yeah,
what's been going on this season? Like, what's kind of clicked? Because scoring a goal here and there is casual. It seems like it's every week. If not, you having a goal contribution every week.
yeah. Yeah, man, it's been wild because it's like I don't even know, man. I think it's the change of the coach. I think was a big thing.
Hmm.
Um, he like Dean trusted me, man. Like, and of course, there's gonna be like you never know who comes in and stuff like that. But like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
he he gives me chances. Like he just generally wants me to go out there and play, and that
yeah,
for me, all I really need in a coach is someone that just trusts me to play the way I know I can play. You know.
yeah.
It's wild though, because before that, like I went on a stretch without scoring a goal like for a while, and it was like it was tough. But this year really like has shown me a lot. Like I'm like gaining so much experience in terms of like the mental side of the game as well as the physical side.
Hmm.
So like these past couple games, it was like I was like I don't care. Like it's like I'm just
Shit,
gonna
bro,
go
I
out.
can see you going
Yeah,
crazy.
it's like I'm gonna go at every game where it's like I'm just gonna play my best and create as
Yeah,
much and hope to score, like hope to put the ball in the back of net,
yeah.
give myself chances. And bro, it just clicked. Like I knew at some point it's gonna click, and then when it finally really starts to click, it's like you feel good, like you feel like you're in your bag,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So that's current state you.
Yeah,
What's the goal for you, I guess, individually
hmm,
and for the team, the back end of the season?
yeah. Um, this year I want to get double digit goals, man. Like I want to score.
Close.
Yeah, and I want to get double digits. It's always been a goal of mine just to have those double digits in the season. So that's like my main goal for myself, and goal contributions. I want to like continue to be like on the higher end for my team, just being that focal point to be able to do so.
Hmm.
So that's like my individual goal, and I want to be consistent when I play, man. I want to be
Yeah.
consistent. I want to be reliable. For the team, it's playoffs, man. Like we want to be a playoff team. Um,
Hmm.
and we don't want to be like a one and done. Like
No, y'all
we
want to
want
go
to,
deep.
yeah, we want
Yeah.
to go and and we know it's there. Like we know we can do it.
Yeah.
So that's definitely the goal right now. It's just kind of cool to see it like come into play.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Man, hey, listen, you got a fan right here, dog. I feel like a little fanboy right now talking about this. I'm locked in, bro. I hope, you do well, the season goes well, and you just remain healthy and the team remains healthy. Charlotte could make some noise. And that's putting on for the city too, bro. I mean, I live up in Concord. My parents lived up there. I still show love to 704 all the time, bro.
Yeah, no, I love that, man. For sure.
But
Appreciate it, man.
But yeah, let's do a couple of little get to know Pat questions real quick. I throw it up on the Instagram and people say some stuff. So we'll
Yeah.
do a couple real quick and then a couple of get to know you and then we'll wrap it up.
Cool.
So basically, first question. You at the bank, let's say it's a 7:30 kick, 8:30 kick Saturday, y'all playing like a Cincy or it's
Yeah.
an important game, right?
Uh-huh.
You know you starting two.
Yeah.
What's the fit going into the tunnel?
The fit? Five. Hmm.
We talking everything. The top,
Yeah.
pants,
Summertime?
shoes.
Summertime?
Let's go ahead and do it in the fall. Charlotte in the fall, it's decent, about 50s.
Yeah, 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 for sure. Um, I'll probably have I'll probably wear like a neutral color shirt.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a pullover though. I'm gonna have something over it,
Okay.
whether it's like a utility jacket or a flannel or something just like fall vibe.
Yeah.
Um, for pants, I like the loose pants. I like wearing loose pants. I'm a taller guy, so I like wearing like whether it's cargos or just baggy jeans.
Hmm.
And then for the kicks, I'll probably put on some J's. Probably
Yeah. Which ones?
probably on the fours. Probably fours.
Fours. Okay.
Yeah.
And any accessories? You got a
Yeah, of
little
course.
wash bag with
My
you?
watch, got the bracelets. I got
Oh,
jewelry,
Yeah,
earrings.
the ears dancing a little bit.
And then I got my chains on. Chains on, yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
Some
Solid
rings
fit,
on
man.
maybe too, yeah.
Solid fit, solid fit.
Yeah.
How about this? What's one player you would like to swap tops with post game?
Ah, man.
And it's got to have let's have some meaning.
Yeah. Um, well, this it's always two that comes to my mind, man.
And what's the two?
Busquets and Messi.
Yeah.
And the reason why, because I was supposed to get Busquets jersey last game
Yeah.
for him. Yeah. And the reason why I like Busquets is because like he, I think the first time I played against him, he came up to me and was like talking to me, like was asking me like who I was and stuff like that.
Oh
Like
wow.
yeah, because like in the game when I scored, he was like I asked him, I was like, "Hey, jersey." He was like, "If you score," it's like if you score, I give you. And then I ended up scoring. So then and then he just like laughed, and then we were talking for like a bit, and
Wow.
he's like he's a good guy, man. So I think for me he'd probably be like the one I want the most right now.
Yeah,
I think
that's the one. Do y'all go to Miami at any point?
yeah, we do. So
Hey, you gonna make it
hopefully
happen?
I think so. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so. Yeah.
No, I got you. All right. So leading up to a big game, who are you listening to get you in that zone?
Hmm. Yeah, I got a couple, honestly. I'm an Afrobeat guy. So like
Okay.
I like to listen to like Burna Boy.
Yep.
Um, who else? Who else I
I
like
used to call myself a ugly you, but I'm a
listening?
sexy. You
Yeah, bro.
understand?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
No, I'm
yeah.
with that.
I like listening to that for sure. That's probably up there for me. I think he's always in my playlist. But like then I got like K Dot, Kendrick Lamar. He comes to my
Yeah.
he comes to my playlist as well. Yeah, bro. I mix a lot. I mix a lot.
Okay. Who you got between Drake and Kendrick in this beef? Oh,
Kendrick.
you pick. Oh, you picking right away.
Yeah, Kendrick. Kendrick.
Dang, why are you looking off the camera? My man can't even
I
look
got
me in the
Kendrick.
eyes.
I do got Kendrick. I do got Kendrick. If I'm honest. I can't
Okay,
lie.
okay,
I can't
okay. Is
lie.
that because is that you've been a fan of him from early, and you're gonna stay on that side?
Yeah. But
Okay.
also the beef, like the music when it comes to it, like the rap, yeah, bro. There wasn't really a competition with the rap part, man. How with the rap
Hey.
part, man? How with the rap part, man? Because Drake is tough. I like Drake too. I like Drake.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
Drake. I do like Drake. But the rap part, man, I
He was going in, bro.
he's
And the
going
beat,
crazy.
the beat was hella catchy too. So like it's
Yeah.
when the bars are good and the beat's crazy, and then
Ah,
you got the whole nation going crazy to it.
going crazy to it. Why
My
is
man,
why is Argentina posting it?
bro, I saw that. I couldn't believe it.
I'm
And
telling you.
they were throwing shade to Drake.
I'm telling you.
They got a whole nother country involved, bro.
It's crazy, man. It's
Hey man.
crazy.
All right, and I guess a couple of questions more. What's it called? On a serious matter, if you will.
Yeah.
What's advice that you would give to anyone coming up? I guess in the same kind of route that you have gone.
Yeah.
You had a very interesting coming about from high school. College was different. Kind of, I guess. What kind of pieces of advice would you give?
Yeah. I think the main one, man, is like if you have a dream in your mind, like I always think like God put that dream in your mind for a reason. So just keep going for it. Cause who can stop you but yourself? That's what I think.
Mm.
So
Hmm.
I think that's the main thing I follow that to this day. Like that's what I go for. And I always want to keep that in mind. So if I follow that, I think that can help others as well.
It's just you versus you at the end of the day.
That's all it is, man.
Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, and then I guess lastly, man, I'm trying to think. That was a goal, and you got me. I'm tripping. I'm over here thinking like, damn, I'm applying this shit to myself right now. How can I be better for real? What's I guess we'll go on a little lighter note. I guess in this sense too. If you're walking back to the tunnel after a good game and everything,
Hmm.
kids asking for the top, And I know y'all got a little bit of like a rule, I guess, right? Is a couple of topics out for free before you gotta
Before you gotta
start.
start paying. Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah. All right, let's
yeah.
say, you got to that point. I mean, you see this kid, bro, and he out there, bro. Can I please get the top? You blessing it, but it's coming out of your pocket.
It's blood is coming out my pockets. Yeah. Oh man. It depends on how I'm feeling. So
Okay,
say so say like I just had a good game.
okay,
I had a good game and like I like scored or something. And I see that kid. I would I would say either like I got you next time
okay,
and generally get him next time,
okay.
or I would just be like, take it off, give it to him. Like,
Right
here.
there. Hey, man
Like,
like Pat, come on, man.
yeah, yeah.
Good-hearted individual, man.
I try to stick to the word, man. Like whenever I say I got you, I try to just make sure I get them out. But yeah, we
Yeah,
do have a
yeah,
rule, man. That rule is catching up to me now, man.
yeah.
It's catching up to me. I can tell you that.
How many have you given off already?
Shoot, I don't even know, man. That's the thing.
Ooh,
I
gotta
know
be
I'm like,
careful, boy.
I know, I know. They're gonna start telling me soon, but when they tell me, then I'll be like, I got you
Yeah, 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 yeah. But
for
hey,
sure.
listen, man, it was great to have you on. Great to hear your story. Thank you for sharing it, man. I guess, you didn't have to do this, obviously. We took a lot of your time and everything, but really appreciate it, bro. Good energy from you.
Yes,
We
sir.
wish you great health going in to the rest of this season. Double digit go easy, bro. 10 easy. I'm talking about it might be 15 at this rate, bro, the way you playing.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank
Yes,
you for
sir.
coming on, bro. Thank you.
Nah, I appreciate you for having me, bro. For real.
For sure. For sure.